Hey, friend, can I invite you to take a deep breath with me? Before the rush begins, before the emails, the noise, the schedule, what if we took a sacred pause right here, right now? Let's invite the Holy Spirit into this day, not as an afterthought, not just when things go wrong, but right at the beginning, at the very first breath. Because truthfully, I don't want to take a single step today without Him, not one. Holy Spirit, come, fill my heart, fill my thoughts, fill this space, this moment. I need you more than I need a to-do list, more than coffee, more than clarity. I need your presence. I need your peace. There's something powerful about surrendering at the start. It's not weakness, it's wisdom. Saying, God, I don't want to lead this day. I want to be led by you. That's strength. And let's be real, our minds can get messy fast. One headline, one text message, one anxious thought, and we're off track. That's why I ask you, Lord, purify my thoughts. Lift my eyes to what matters. Help me not to be consumed by fear or distracted by the noise. Let my mind be set on things above, on what is true, noble, eternal. What if every idea that crosses your mind today was filtered through divine wisdom, not just your own understanding? Proverbs 3:5 reminds us, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. And that's exactly what we're doing right now. Trusting, surrendering, aligning. So today, before we chase outcomes or answers, let's choose presence. Let's start our day not just hoping for peace, but hosting the very one who is peace. Holy Spirit, you're not distant. You're here. Speak, lead, move through me today. Let's make that our declaration, because when the Holy Spirit leads the day doesn't lead you. Now, friend, after we invite the Holy Spirit into our day, the next step is surrender. Not once, not halfway, but fully from the heart. Let's be honest. It's easy to say, I trust God, but hard to actually give Him control over our thoughts, our plans, our timing, our emotions. And yet, that's where real power lives. So today I ask, Holy Spirit, help me reflect Jesus, not just in belief, but in behavior. Let my words bring healing, not harm. We all know how one sentence can lift someone or cut them down. In a world full of criticism and comparison, may we be voices of compassion. May our words carry grace, patience, and truth, not just when it's easy, but especially when it's hard. And more than that, let my actions reflect heaven. When the world rushes to react with anger, can I respond with peace? When everyone's trying to be right, can I choose to be kind? That kind of love, that kind of grace, only comes from a surrendered heart, a heart that says, Holy Spirit, use me as a light in dark places. Let me be a vessel of peace in the chaos. But peace doesn't mean passive. No, today I'm not choosing safety. I'm choosing strength. Holy Spirit, give me boldness, not arrogance, not pride, but a holy boldness, the courage to live unashamed of the gospel, to speak truth in love, to obey you even when it's uncomfortable. I don't want to live a small, quiet faith. I want to live fully awake in you. When I feel weak, you are strong. When I'm tempted to give up, you renew me. That's the beauty of surrender. We exchange our limits for God's limitless power. And as we walk through today, we'll face doors, opportunities, conversations, decisions. Some will open, some need to close. But here's the key. Let's not push our way through. Let's say, Lord, I give you every door. Close what's not from you. Open what you've prepared. Let me trust the timing. Even in waiting, let me be joyful. Even in setbacks, let me stay soft. Give me a forgiving heart, a heart that doesn't hold offense or bitterness, but is eager to serve, quick to obey, and full of peace that isn't shaken by circumstances. Because the Holy Spirit isn't a backup plan. He's not plan B. He's the beginning. He's not meant to show up only when we crash. He's meant to guide every step. I don't want to live ahead of him or behind him. I want to walk with him. To carry his presence, not just in a morning prayer, but in every breath, in the routine moments, the meetings, the coffee breaks, the conversations. Every single space is sacred when the Spirit is there. That's why today, I'm not chasing perfection. I'm chasing presence. Not chasing success, but surrender. Not outcomes, but obedience. Can you imagine the freedom in that? Letting go of control and leaning into divine wisdom. And speaking of wisdom, oh, how we need it. Because this world is loud. There are so many opinions, so much pressure, so many good things that aren't God things. That's why we ask, Holy Spirit, sharpen my discernment. Let me not be swayed by comfort, fear, or flattery. Let me see truth, even when it's unpopular. And let me walk in it, even when it's costly. Show me which relationships to hold on to and which to release. Guide my purpose, even in the small stuff. Because even the smallest action, when led by the Spirit, carries eternal value. Let my words be measured. Let me listen more than I speak. Let me encourage more than I critique. Because the power of life and death really is in the tongue. And most of all, help me live like someone who carries you. I don't want to go through the motions. I want to walk in divine awareness. I want your love to shine through my actions, your grace to color my attitude, and your spirit to move through every detail of my life. Give me spiritual sensitivity, not just to hear your voice when it shouts, but even when it whispers. Remind me to pause, to pray, to move when you say move, because often the most powerful moments come not in noise, but in stillness. Holy Spirit, renew my mind. Replace anxiety with truth. Drown out doubt with your promises. Let no fear take root where perfect love is meant to dwell. I don't want a faith that survives. I want one that thrives, one that burns with purpose, one that says, I will not shrink back. I will not live hidden. I will carry the presence of God into every room, every conversation, every assignment. Let people see something different in us, not because we're impressive, but because you're present. Let them feel your love in our tone, your strength in our stand, your peace in our eyes. Let the fruit of your Spirit show, not just when life is good, but when it's messy, when it's hard. That's when it's real. So here we are, Lord, not playing it safe, not settling for surface faith, but living boldly, walking surrendered, fully aware of the one who walks with us. Holy Spirit, be glorified in us today. So as we stand on the threshold of this new day, let's make a choice, an intentional, faith-filled decision. We will not be defined by feelings. We will not be driven by pressure, distracted by hurry, or ruled by the weight of expectation. No, we choose to be led by the Holy Spirit, that gentle, powerful presence who sees what we can't, who knows what lies ahead, and who walks with us through every step. Right now, we surrender the reins. Holy Spirit, would you shape not just what we do, but how we think, how we feel, how we respond. Align our hearts with heaven's pace. Let your peace slow our racing minds. Let your love correct our attitude when we slip. Let your truth call us higher when we settle for less. Adjust our habits, recenter our priorities, realign our focus so that our thoughts don't spiral with worry, but rest on your promises. And may we not live today for ourselves. We are not here to just make it through the day. We're here to reflect you, to let others experience you through our lives. Let the person next to us feel the warmth of your spirit in our patience, in our words, in our eyes. Let kindness be the echo of our conversations. Let love be the signature of our presence. Because sometimes the most powerful sermon we preach is not from a stage, but from the way we live, the way we love, and the way we carry peace in the chaos. This isn't about striving harder. It's about surrendering deeper. And so we say, Holy Spirit, this day is yours. We don't walk into it by our own strength. We walk in with the confidence that you go before us, that you empower us, that you direct every detail when we invite you to take the lead. We are not powerless. We are not alone. We are filled with purpose, surrounded by grace, and led by the Spirit of the living God. So today, right now, we declare this day will not be ordinary. It will not be wasted. It will not be ruled by fear. It will be led by faith. It will be lived in surrender. It will be filled with divine purpose. Not because we're strong, but because our helper is here. So we rise not with uncertainty, but with expectation. We move forward not by sight, but by trust. And we declare boldly, I step into this day, not in my own strength, but with the power, the peace, and the presence of the Holy Spirit.